oldest anarchy
Shut
Jake the Snake 52. Jake the Snake 52.
2B2T is the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft!
Alright, hey, we got Grand Lotus today, so pretty much with Grand Lotus, I've known him for about a couple months now on the server, and I originally got in contact with him in the Discord because of the group Highland when I was doing some research on their group. It's one of the big 2B2T factions that's on the server right now. And yeah, is there anything else how I met you, Grand Lotus, that you can remember?
No, what's up, everybody? I'm Lotus. Yeah, I think I met you back in like January of this year. I heard about you.
There's something about that. Yeah, I think that's when I started making YouTube videos and everything like that. So what have you been up to, man?
And nothing mostly. I took a pretty big break playing casually from 2B, but I bought Prio, and I think I'm gonna be playing again this month.
Oh, sweet. Sweet. All right, man. Yeah, so I don't know. So when did you start playing the server 2B2T? How long have you been on it?
The first time I joined was in November 2016. I played for a month, grinded out a silk touch pick by fishing, went to spawn and died and rage quit. And then I came back in February 2017. I played for like 2 solid years till February 2019, and then I've just been playing casually on and off since.
Mm-hmm. How did the Highland start up?
It was just like 3 of us at first, and the one guy who's not like really around anymore, his name was Reaping Gnome. That was his in-game name at the time. He like found this kid in chat who had purchased a stash like with his mom's credit card or something, and we were gonna help him move it. And we helped him move it all right. He went to the dentist. He said, "I gotta go, guys. I have a dentist appointment." And when he came back, his stash was gone. So it kind of feels bad, but...
Have you still been helping out new fags that spawn with like apples and everything? Is that something that you did when you started out?
No, I only did that. I did that for about a year, the first year, after the crafting table dupe. So I just had like an enormous pile of items I had no idea what to do with. So I gave a lot of it away.
Oh, sweet. Is there any question that you want to ask yourself and that you want to answer to?
Yeah, definitely. I want to ask: is this like myself right now, or myself like?
Sorry, you do yourself right now. Yeah, like I ask. Well, like what question? Like ask yourself a question, and answer it.
Okay. What are you still doing awake right now? Come on, dude. The Jake the Snake interview,
Mm-hmm. So, how do you know about Jake the Snake?
I just like. I mean, you're like you spammed the chat real hard the one time I was playing.
Oh, and... the 2B2T chat?
Oh no, that's not true. Okay, so I mean, I definitely saw you spamming in chat for sure. But the first time I ever heard about you, I was in the IIS Discord, and they said that like there was some conspiracy against you.
Yeah. Pray tell.
I mean, I don't know if it's appropriate for your channel. You know, I don't want to.
Fine.
I can definitely tell you in private later. Yeah.
Okay, if you could ask me a single question and I had to answer it truthfully, what would you ask?
Do you brush your teeth often enough?
Nice. What if you can? Okay, is that something you would ask anybody or just me?
I would ask pretty much anybody that. Yeah, I'm pretty curious about people's oral hygiene. I notably poor oral hygiene myself. You know.
Mm. Okay, would you rather live 120 years that are comfortable but boring, or live half as long but exciting venture packed with life?
Definitely exciting adventure packed with life. Absolutely, half as long.
What's something that just overwhelms you on 2B2T?
Jeez. So, sometimes thinking about this one project that I helped build in like late 2017, and it's just still there on the server to this day. Like when I go back to it, it's an overwhelming feeling that like that kind of longevity that 2B2T has, and there's no there's no server resets, you know.
Yeah. What about who's the most interesting player you ever met on the server?
The most interesting player I've ever met, I would say Midland Massacre for sure.
From Imperium?
He joined Imperium at the very end, but he was Highland for a little bit, and he was he's the one.
He's still part of Imperium, right? I think I met him.
I think so, but I mean, I don't keep in touch with him.
Yeah, I think I never saw him. I used to hear him a bunch from Imperium, but I never seen him in another VC. He's older, a little older, maybe.
Yeah, he's older than me for sure, and I mean, he potentially might be in prison. So
no way, I just heard from 2 months ago.
Oh, cool! Yeah, I'm glad he's not in prison then.
Oh, yeah. Would you sacrifice for a stranger?
I guess like a few dollars maybe. If you ask me for $1, it's a stranger, dude. There's a lot of us, you know.
Oh.
Can't take care of everyone.
Do you see yourself still playing the server in 5 years? And where do you see the server in 5 years from now?
Absolutely. I see myself playing on the server. I see the in 5 years from now, the server, the TPS consistently and steadily dropping, and I don't see it upgrading past 1.12.2. I see all the dupes being patched and the economy sort of balancing out over the next 5 years. You'll see a lot of smaller groups just fizzle away, and spawn will become super dead because it'll just be Imperium.
5 years from now, you think this will be playing?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of items on the server, and I mean, I'm sure someone will find another dupe, but there's no public dupe, and there's no the server isn't updating to another version for a potential one. So yeah, you know, I'm excited to see. So for someone who's played through me being super poor, to having absolutely everything, to going through the drama of losing stashes, gaining stashes, etc. And now to sort of being a nomad at the end of it all and just basing. Yeah, it's just I want to see how it all kind of plays out if the server ever dies. So that's what I'm still here for. I want to see it die one day.
Yeah. Where do you think the safest place to hide your stash is?
The safest place to hide your stash is definitely some random digit past 15 to 20 million.
But what could someone chunk trail out that far though? Find your trail.
I mean, you can, but there's a strategy that some people employ where they load a lot of chunks. So when you make your exit portal out of the Nether, the first thing you do before you venture off and load find your base to build at is you just load a huge area of chunks around that exit portal. So it makes it a little harder to track the direction you go in.
Also, I guess
it takes a little bit of time too.
Nice. All right. If this video got 100,000 views, what do you want the world to know?
Just what do I want the world to know? Just question everything. Don't ever believe anything. Always question stuff.
How do you take about trusting people on 2B2T, and even some people that might be more influential than others, such as high status members or people that for example South C1, but anybody how do you what's your motto on trust?
So I don't generally trust anybody. You don't want to put yourself in a position where someone has information on you. I mean, you've seen what it can do. I've tried my very best to remain anonymous. I'm sure that there's only 2 people, maybe 3, who know my real identity in the community, and they're Highland members, of course. So yeah, I don't trust anybody, dude. Don't trust anybody.
What's the darkest thing that you have witnessed on the server?
I don't really click on links ever, so I couldn't see you know, because like the first thing I think of is like something posted in the chat, but like I've never really clicked on anything. But yeah, I've seen like people talking about some fucked up shit that was posted in the chat.
What about what they talk about?
It was just like
someone has never played 2B2T. How would you explain what is the 2B2T?
To someone who's never played it before.
Yeah.
It's the place. It's the place you go when you take the red pill.
Before or after the red pill?
Like after you take the red pill, this is the place you go. That's how I've said it to people before, in real life.
What is the red pill?
You know, like escaping reality and coming to a place where you're free, essentially, to do whatever you want. It's like the Minecraft version of the red pill. So, because like, everybody knows the Matrix, right? Except for like the next generation.
I think they should. Yeah.
Anybody my age knows the Matrix.
Yeah, we'll play a video of the red pill and the blue pill right now. Video.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Follow me.
And we're back. All right. Why play 2B2T?
I have no idea. I am just drawn to it. It begins with wanting to play Minecraft, you know.
But why this server? Out of all the servers out there, why this one?
No mods.
Why $20? Why is it worth $20 a month?
Yeah, no mods. No server resets. So if you build something 2-3 years later, if it doesn't get found, it's gonna be there still. Like I think that's cool. Long-term projects. That's it.
How do you play 2B2T as someone that's never played before?
How would I play it as someone who's never played before?
Well, to someone who's never played before.
Oh, like
what would you teach them first?
All right, so press F3. The 0 marks on your X and Z, they're going to be where highways are. You get to a highway in the Nether. You want to walk in the overworld like 5K first on a highway. Get into the Nether. There will be a portal, I assure you. And make sure you don't log on before you've already downloaded and set up a hacked client. A lot of people do that. They log on the first time vanilla, and that's stupid. You want to get onto the Nether highway then, and just like walk to like, I don't know, 25K. Find a highway, go off of it, and go out of the next portal you find. You'll find trees, grass, whatever you need.
Are there risks associated with playing 2B2T?
Oh, absolutely. But most of those risks are user error. If you, it's all about you making mistakes, and that's how you lose your anonymity. I think I said that right. Yeah.
What can who has never played before? What can you what do you find? What do you find the funnest thing to do on 2B2T?
Uh, Flying around with a Elytra, like just around the ruins of Spawn, for sure.
What
You
about
can't really experience that like anywhere else. I guess clones, but it's just not the same. Like the amount of damage you can see on 2B flying around with a Elytra, it's a one of a kind experience.
what about the group you made? What about tell us about the group you made and how that's been a journey.
Yeah. So with any social environment, you're gonna go through your ups and downs. When we started Highland, it was just a place for like-minded individuals to have like a better gaming experience. And we really tried to, I don't know, like I want to say we tried to like remain toxic free. Like you've never been allowed to post NSFW like anywhere in the Highland Discord ever. Um,
Oh wow.
yeah, so we try to like not be toxic, I suppose, but I mean, come on, we bully people too. Like there's people in the Highland that bully people and get toxic. But yeah, and it evolved into eventually you weed out all the people who are shit, and you're left with a core group of people who've been together for like a year or two, and we all just sort of stopped playing and moved on with our lives, and we all have obligations. Yeah, a big misconception. I mean, for a while, like people will call us kids, but there's not many like kids. There's not many teenagers in the Highlands. It's mostly like 20 plus.
What about tell us about Casper Jr. being invited to the Spawn Masons?
Yeah. So in the very, very beginning, um, when our Discord like popped up and showed activity, the Spawn Masons dipped their little noodle in,
Yeah.
of course, and they invited both of us to join the Spawn Masons, like the do to everybody. And I didn't. I remember joining. I wrote down all the Discord usernames, like in their numbers, and then I just left. But he stayed and joined. He really like appreciated their company, and he found a good experience with them as well. And yeah, he just joined the Spawn Masons, dude.
To someone who's never played Minecraft before at all, how would you explain 2B2T shops and people making money off this?
I think it's explained best as just like a niche market. Like it's just a place where people have found a way to make money. Good on them. Good on the shop makers, the shopkeepers for making money.
You think it's a 2B2T is a seedy place for bad guys?
I feel like it's a possibility. But I mean, I've never really seen it like in chat. I've always just seen people like spurting out, being honest. I've never really like seen anybody like actively, I don't know, like actively grooming people. Maybe some of like the higher up Spawn Masons do that shit, but I don't know.
Are there more dangerous Minecraft servers than 2B2T?
I mean, I don't think a Minecraft server is dangerous, really. But I would think that there is a Minecraft server. It's like called the Unwritten Library or something, and it houses information from like that's banned from certain countries where they can still play Minecraft. It's kind of a loophole of information. I would say information is dangerous, and I would say that's dangerous.
If you never played the server before, would you pick today as the day that you would first start playing it? Or what would be some
Today?
What would be some things that would keep you off the server from playing it?
Right. I think if I would have tried to join today, like this late into the hype train, I don't think it would be for me because I mean it's still really hard for me today to like buy the prio and then wait in a queue because I mean I can remember times where early in the morning there was no queue at all for anybody. There was like 80 people on the server. So to go from that to what it is now, yeah, I don't think I would be as into it if I was a new player.
What are some players that people that join the server today do not have the pleasure of meeting and building a relationship with, but when you were playing the server, when during your life of playing the server, that you had the pleasure of meeting and you had really good times with, but those people are not able to be played with anymore?
I've always been pretty independent and just kind of hung out with my own friends on the server. But I will say, like Hermetic Log, leader of the Swan Masons, when he gets on, he like will take new friends on like tours of Spawn and then show them like old spots and how grief they are now. And I think that meeting him and some of the conversations I've had with him, he doesn't play very often anymore, and I think that's the person I would choose. Yeah.
Did he take you on one of these tours when you were new?
No, he never did. But like, I remember always talking to him in chat whenever he would join, and I like would see him talking in chat. He was obviously, if Hermetic Lock joins, you like pay attention to what he says. You know what I mean?
If you could ask Hausemaster any questions, what questions would you ask him?
I would just like want to know, like, I guess like what, like the address of the server building.
Address of the server building. Easy grief.
Yeah, easy grief.
Just leave that thing on the door. Like, just an easy,
dude.
Easy. Okay. I don't usually do this, but we're gonna open up the panel. Fill in this Discord. This is my first people that get to know Grand Lotus a little bit. We've been friends since January now. I'm glad that you can talk, but I'm gonna ask if anybody's in the Discord wants to ask me a question, and we'll go down the list and see if they talk. This is live on Discord right now, guys. If you're watching the video right now. Okay, let's see. Zero Nebulous, do you have anything to say? Ask. Okay, we'll go to Chicken Feet. Chicken Feet? Anything? No, we're opening it up. Anybody in the Discord at all want to ask a question or say anything? You can say anything you guys want. All right, Mister, go ahead.
Oh, that wasn't a question. I was just wanting to say something in the video.
No. Can I shout out something? Is that okay?
Sure.
Are shout outs allowed? Okay.
Sure, dude.
Be list like. Okay. Bye.
Okay.
All right. Very
This video's man.
All right, Lotus.
I am, dude. I'm inherently bad at PvP.
All right, Lotus, is there anything you want to, any shout outs you want to give, or anything else you want to say? Sorry if I asked you the best questions. We're gonna get to know you that well, but is there anything else that you want to say? Anything? I won't say anything more. You can say the last word. I'm gonna shut up now.
Right. I just want to give like just a big shout out to the Dark Emperor. We joined around the same time, and I think we both have had an equal amount of fun. And just big shout out to the Dark Emperor. That's all.
Can I shout out a YouTube channel?
No.
Jake.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching the video today. And okay, final round. Last question ever. Last question ever. We're on Lotus. What is your favorite food?
Man, favorite food? Fried chicken for sure. Fried chicken. 100%.
What place?
There's this place. I don't care about. There's this place where I live, and they sell the dopest, slammingest fried chicken and rice and beans that you've ever had in your life, dude. And,
that sounds good.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I actually like live off that stuff.
All right, thank you, Grand Lotus. Thank you for letting me get to know you better. This is awesome.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Many successes to you, and good luck.
Thanks, man. All right, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.